All right, well, happy Saturday. Well, I got the Bobcat E60 home for the weekend. It's over there. We are doing a little bit of creek maintenance. So we are just past our property on a property south of us, and we've got, from the flood a while back, a pretty good dammed up area here. And then I'll take you down to the other section. The other spot is right here. So there's the creek. I was just over there by those logs, and here's the other spot, completely dammed up. And I've got two other spots. That one's not terrible, but not great. But there's two other spots down through there. So I'm gonna work my way through here slowly, try to minimize any damage, and get those things unclogged. Come along. All right, thought I'd bring you along for the first dam up. Had to cut a vine. Super annoying. If you guys have vines where you live, they are just one of the most, I think, invasive, annoying things we have to deal with, especially here in Ohio. But when they're stringy like this, like I'm gonna get rid of this one here. There we go. Just trying to get back to the dammed up area. I picked a route that was pretty light with vegetation. The owner doesn't want any trees knocked down, which I don't need to knock any trees down. Just maybe some shrubs or something, little bushes, just to kind of get back in here so I can actually do some work. But this is one of three spots that my wife and I found just a couple days ago. Didn't really intend on bringing machines home, but in between that demo, if you guys are following along, and our next job, this is no longer needed on the demo, so I'm going to be taking it to the job for next week. But in between, I thought I'd bring it home and try to get these dams cleared up. I got the chainsaw. I'm not sure if I'm going to need it. I'm hoping not, but we've got this section here, which is just really bad. I mean, I've never seen it dammed up. We check this frequently, and it is just all clogged up. And what we are noticing is down upstream where we're at, nothing was actually flowing. So we were like, what's going on? So clearly there was some debris, which we found. So hopefully this helps. So get this cleaned up and get this water flowing back down through here. There's a big pole I saw. I just happened to see this big tree right here too. I didn't even notice this. I'll get that in a second. But this has been here for a minute. The fact that there's so much sediment. Wow. But hopefully that starts flowing through here real good. Like I say, there's a tree here. Maybe the tree is part of the issue. Yep, I'd say that. Oh yeah, there it is. Actually, that is a tree that is an issue. Huh. Well, luckily I do have my chainsaw. Oh, that's the issue. Okay. Well, I'm gonna see if I can get that on the other side. Close to this creek here. Dig that out over here a little bit. Oh yeah, okay. We should be able to get that picked up. See how strong the E60 is. Now back up, see if I can push that out a little bit. Huh, yep, that's definitely a major problem. Yeah, buddy. Oh yeah, get over there on the other side. Yes. All right, I'm excited. Got that thing out of here. All right. Now that's going to help with some flow big time. This kind of cleaned up over here. Wow. I don't have a very big bucket. I like to use this 18-inch bucket on this kind of stuff, just to, you know, from a lightweight standpoint. Especially like that demo we did the other day. This bucket is pretty nice. Never know what you're going to have to deal with, and if you got a lot of extra weight hanging out there, you're not going to want to be able to move it. It's definitely starting to flow, not as much as I'd hoped, but there's also a dam. There's 2 more dams downstream, so I'm going to hit those in a minute too. I'm going to get that other big tree out of here. I think that'll help out. See if we can pluck this thing down here. Got the basketball. Pretty sure we have some, oh my goodness, some neighbors. I'm pretty sure it's theirs. Get this out of here. Somehow get this out of here. I didn't mean to break that. Did not want to do that. There's another vine out there. All right, well, I got dam number 1 out, but it's still not really flowing. And I think what it is because it's there's a high section right there, which I'm not too worried about. I just was wanting to get this dam so it can flow through here. I got to go back up there. I'll do that when I get out of here. But there's 2 more spots I'm going to run up to. I'm going to track over there and I'll bring you along. All right, I'm over at the next one. I got over here and already started kind of cleaning up, but there was another tree right there. You can see the water is flowing now. I need to cut that tree right there. I got some of the debris. I need a little more of the debris and over there. So I'm going to work on that, but I'm going to see if I can get down here and cut this with the chainsaw. I don't know if I can get down to it or not. I tried to pull back on the root system, but it's pretty intact, so thought I might get the chainsaw out and at least try to maybe score it on this side over here and get it pushed up on the other side. We'll see. All right, I got number 2 spot all cleaned up. Got one little section over here. Can't really see, but I want to get the log out, but water's still not really moving like I'd like it to. I think there's just highs and lows through here. But I got all the way through to this point, so I got to go down to point number 3 and then just kind of an overall cleanup. All right, I'm down to the last one. Made my way through here with some thickets, but we got a big log that's just laying across the creek and then a sandbar, so I'm going to kind of clean that up. But this is down at the very end. And there's the culvert that crosses to the reservoir. So for those that don't know, we have, I guess the benefit to where we live at is we do have a reservoir that's over there across the road. So there is a place for the water to go, but I got to keep the channels open. So this is what I'm gonna get out. This is the last one, but you can see it's pretty plugged up. I'm sure it gets around a little bit here, but it's stagnant there and then stagnant away. So we'll go ahead and get the last one out of here, and that should be it. All right, I'll bring you along for this last little one. This creek maintenance is always interesting. This is the first time I've been down through here before, so neighbor is pretty cool about keeping things cleaned up. Actually, when we had our flood back in July, they came over and helped us out. So we have some really awesome neighbors. Get this all cleaned up, and it helps everybody really upstream. get this thing all cleaned up. We've got some neighbors. We're the only ones that live super close to the creek. So, put this in here. However, to make sure we're keeping it all cleaned up for everybody, including ourselves. And we don't want any more flooding. I don't know that we'll ever not have any flooding, but I'm sure we can, by doing some of this basic maintenance, see how strong this log is going to be. I don't know if it's, oh sweet. All right, that one's out. That's a big log, but luckily it's not attached, so we'll just toss it in here. That's awesome. I know I got a little bit of debris. I'm gonna kind of work my way this way. A bunch more debris in here. There's a decent sandbar that I'm just gonna dig out. I'm actually gonna work my way over this way. I think there's another log in here. But yeah, this is all clogged up as well. Dig that out. Wish I had more room to get rid of this stuff, but yeah, this is a good one. This is right down by the end, so the more we can get out of this, the better. This is where it all comes to. I think there's spots all the way down through there that need cleaned up, but this will be good for now, I think. Oh yeah, there it goes. Scoot over here. You can kind of see it flowing down through here now. There we go. Watch this. This is going to be good. Yeah, back to the neighbors. Neighbors are awesome. They're probably kind of see them up in the distance. They're on top of the hill, so they don't have any impact other than sometimes their driveway gets flooded. But that's about the only thing they have to deal with. This is kind of the creek line along our back of our property and down on the side of theirs, so they don't really have any impact other than sometimes the driveway floods. But I'm gonna get as far over as I can here. There we go. Yep. One thing about this bobcat too, I was gonna say, is it's kind of jerky, and I mean, I feel like I'm fairly good with the operator controls, but it's not as smooth as like my big case. Let me see if I can get a little closer without falling in. There is something right there too that let's see what happens. What is that? Oh, okay, just some clay. Hard clay. Okay. That's probably enough to let it kind of flow and clean this section out. Run out of battery, so I'm going to shut it off for a minute so I can do the final. Alright, well, there it is. Got it all cleaned out. Still kind of stagnant. You know, the other side of the creek probably needs cleaned out too. I mean, the water, if you see it, it is moving, which is good. And this is, over here is about as far as I could reach. There's a little bit of a dammed up area there, but at least it's draining down like a little waterfall. And then there's no more blockage here. So when we do get a rain, I think we're supposed to get rain Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, it'll start working like it's supposed to, at least clean itself out, or at least I can get over here and manage it. You know, it's hard getting them big logs out. That was all the debris right here that was in the creek there. So, all right, all in all, quick little project. You know, it's one of those things that it's a necessary evil, I guess, but I have fun doing it. It's running the machine. The E60 is a pretty good machine. I have fun with it. It's a good medium-sized mini excavator, I guess. Like, there's obviously really mini ones. This one's like a midi, I think, or whatever. But it's a great size for a lot of different projects. So, all right, catch you next time. All right, I'm back. I thought I'd just show you. So there's where I came from. There's the excavator. And here's the channel for the reservoir. The way it works is, and there's little spots where it's kind of clogged up, but it leaches off out into this whole area. And so there's 3 different culverts across the road, and then it just gets in here and just holds a bunch of water. I mean, it's got water in it year round, but this area will flood over here to my side. It'll flood out over here. But we try to do a good job managing. They don't do a very good job cleaning this out, but I mean, it is what it is, I guess. At least there's a place for this stuff to go. So, all right, thought I'd show you that. Cool, take care.